as the 28-23 and 8 Edmonton Oilers head into LA against the 23-20 and 14 Kings. LA coming off a brutal loss to the Golden Knights. You gotta love it. Okay, so we've still got 5:20 to go in Philly and New York. We're about 10 minutes early. Awesome. I was hoping that we'd be able to get out of here early, but instead I jumped the gun and now we're watching. At least it's 2-on-2. Philadelphia on the power play, 5 minutes to go in the third. Taking a look at the game we're here for, though. Kings losing 6-4 to the Golden Knights. You gotta love it. Hey, Donald, what's going on, buddy? Sue's back again. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, man? Missed you, buddy. Hope you're doing well, brother. Yeah, the Kings coming off a brutal loss yesterday. The Oilers as well, losing in overtime to the Ducks in Anaheim. Both of them playing on a back-to-back. It'll be exciting to see what ends up happening. Awesome, Jeff. That's awesome, man. Good to hear. So far, I watched a few games from today. Saw a little bit of Florida and Toronto being 3-0 and kind of just like, okay, that's not worth watching. Thought the same when it came to Carolina and Tampa. All of a sudden, that's a 3-3 game, 4-3 game when I flipped it on. Got me, Phil Borg had nailed his game back on February 7th. Nice, dude. That's awesome. I bet you he was the coolest dude ever. That's one thing I've noticed because I've met a couple of well-knowns in different sports. The hockey players are fucking awesome, man. They're such good people, and usually the more well-known and the more respected for the game, the nicer and just more willing to hang out and talk they are. Ooh, that was one. Detroit and Ottawa. I don't know if you saw Edmonton take out Brady Tkachuk. Bullshit hit. Puck was 15 feet in the air, and Brady got hit straight to the nose with the shoulder. Somehow Edmonton didn't get kicked out. Dylan Cousins just jumps on him, and they fight. Cousins kind of got whooped, though. And then Brady Tkachuk goes across to the box to talk shit to Edmonton, immediately grabs a 10-minute misconduct. A wild series of events. He is signed favorite pen set and got a photo with them. Awesome, man. That's one of those things you never forget. Yeah, that's so cool. I love stuff like that. Like, the only more accessible athlete than a hockey player that I've met are the drag racers. Because those guys, I got to know a bunch of those guys. Like, Schumacher was incredible. The whole Peak team was really cool. The Summit team was really cool. But yeah, hockey players are another breed. Real quick, while we have just under 3 minutes to go in the third in New York, Philly and the Rangers tied 2-2. Take a quick peek. Minnesota, 30 seconds to go on the power play. 3.5 to go in the second, tied with the Avalanche in Colorado, 1-1. Under a minute to go in the first. Flames and the Sharks, no score. From earlier today, the Blue Jackets in Boston against the Bruins go down 4-2. Islanders taking it to the Canadiens in overtime in Montreal, 4-3. Red Wings end up winning in overtime in Ottawa against the Senators, 2-1. Very interesting. I saw another one where the Detroit goaltender, I don't know who was in net for them, just straight neck wrapped one of the Sens and ripped them down to the ice, and they both got penalties. I'm like, I'm not so sure about that. That Edmonton should have been kicked out and gotten a 5-minute major because he put a shoulder straight to Brady's nose. Let's beat the shit out of Cincinnati Cyclones 6-0 on the 7th. That's great, dude. Go home with a win, a picture, and an autograph. That's awesome. Ooh, somebody for Philly just got clocked hard in the chin. All right, so the Panthers ended up winning 5-1 on Toronto in Florida. Penguins 4-1. Excuse me. Penguins 4-1 over the Devils in Pittsburgh. The Hurricanes end up beating the Lightning 5-4. That was I think Carolina was up 3-0. One of them was up 3-0. And all of a sudden it was 3-3 and then Carolina wins 5-4. The Blues over the Kraken in St. Louis 5-1. And the Predators over the Blackhawks 4-2 in Nashville. So some pretty good games going on. The party on Fifth Ave. We got I wanted to check something else. I was just going to check something that had to do with all of this, and now I have no idea what I was just going to look at. I have no idea. We got 90 seconds left. Let's start getting some hockey. Some hockey going. Philly recovering from inside their own zone, sending it up the high wall. Shots are 23-22 in favor of Philadelphia. Rangers this season have 2 regulation home wins. They have 0 in the last 15 games. That is nuts. Fuck on down the low boards on the low dot. A quick little move from behind the back. That's got to be goalie interference, and it is. Hey, Rangers, don't blow it. Don't start attacking them too much. You got the delayed penalty. And there you go. With 40 seconds left on the clock, the Rangers bring on the extra skater after a pretty clear goaltender interference. He might have gotten helped in that direction, but no. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. He took an aggressive cut across the crease, and he was way too deep. No, I'm playing baseball this year. I did not know that, Jeff. That's awesome, man. Been a long time since I played baseball. Ooh, pass across the middle. Shot stopped by the Philly goaltender. A little stick lift prevents a second opportunity from high on top of the circles. 8.6 to go in the third, as the Rangers will bring on an extra man. What position do you play, Jeff? Hopefully we'll have the third period. Oh, yeah, we should have third period for the Wild and the Avalanche during first intermission. Might be outfield right on. Baseball was once upon a time, man. I basically did everything, but once I started pitching a lot more, it went to first base. Same with my sister, but she played softball. Like first base, third base, pitcher. Box from the blue line dumps it in. LaFerriere. I was going to call him LaFerriere. That's the Kings. That was Lafreniere. We got a penalty out. Nope. And a regulation. Okay. Like, do we have a penalty already? Oh, that's good stuff, man. I wish I was doing more. Like, I wish I was doing sports. Jersey number is 29. Right on. Now, I know that's got to be a Penn's reference, but where does the 29 come from? All right, we're at commercial break before we go to 3-on-3 overtime. You're always 3B or flower in the old 29. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, it's third base. Hey, sorry. I know exactly what you were saying. I'm just dumb, so forgive me. You're always third base, right on. I actually really like third base. A lot of like first base, I don't know why. I didn't really enjoy first base, but being on third, I really, really liked. I like catching, I like third, and I like pitching. But for some reason, I just hated first base, and that's always where I was until I went to Las Vegas Baseball Academy. Once I started playing for them, I started doing a lot more third base, but I just didn't like. I was still on the same side and not the biggest fan. We're right on. Or sorry, my brain took a dive because I'm waiting for this game to show up, and right now they're showing part in the interruption, so I don't know what's happening. Main slider. I always batted third. Nice. It's like I always batted that fourth, fifth area, or I bat because it was like first up in the second inning, or second lead off and batting ninth. Oh, it's your birthday in August. Okay, right on. Got to remember that. Try and add that to the vault of memories. But see, I was actually not really a slider pitcher. So instead of like to save my arm, and because I actually threw it better, I threw a football change. And so it's just a change up that had a drop to it. And if you actually get, you get a scuff ball, you get the laces going over the top of each other, that thing just dropped. So palm ball, fastball, occasional curve, the football change. And no, see, I actually didn't play long enough. I quit just before high school. And so I didn't get quite advanced enough to get to sinker, slider. Like I wanted to learn a knuckleball just because I thought it was cool, but like I never really, we dick around in the backyard with the buddies, but I never got to that point. Didn't skate too well, decent goalies. Huh? Right on. Yeah, hockey wasn't a big thing for me. I watched it. Circle change, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I had a decent palm ball, but my circle change was my pitch. And I had a bigger hand. Always had a bigger hand, so I could get it set deep into my palm and throw down, snap over the top with it. Yeah, didn't play hockey. It just wasn't on the radar. I loved watching it, but it never popped up on the radar until years later. Unfortunately, I wish I would have played hockey. Okay, we finally have puck drop. I don't know what's happening in overtime. I'll have to try. Did overtime end just immediately? Hang on. Where's the game we were just watching? What game were we just watching? We were watching the Rangers and somebody else, right? Okay, yeah, Flyers won it in overtime. Apparently it decided to not show me that. So that's awesome. That's cool. Yay. Go NHL. Woo. All right, so we're 2 minutes into the game in LA. One inning in high school, gave up 6 runs all earned. Damn, that's brutal. Underway in the gas. Yes, sir, we are. All right, so you got Kemper in net for LA. Who's in net for Edmonton? What kind of game are we expecting? Ingram. So I'm pretty sure Ingram played last. Yes, Ingram played last night against Anaheim. I don't actually, I got to check that because I'm pretty sure, I don't know if Ingram came in after old boy gave up a bunch. Yeah, okay. So Jari was in for most of the game yesterday, but Ingram did come in. So I only saw the end. All right, here we go. Puck into the low corner of the King zone. Quick battle for it. Cece's pinching down. Puck comes all the way out. And a big hit. Didn't quite drop, old boy, like I thought he was about to drop. Who was that? Malott? Took a hard shoulder entering neutral, but stayed on his feet. T-Mobile Burrito, I'd say the puck is down underway at the Fortress. Yes, sir, it is the Fortress. Oliver, what's up, buddy? LA, wake up. Just wake up and win a game for us, please. Dude, this is going to be a hard game to watch. Because, no, like either way, because both teams lost in brutal fashion yesterday. So both of them are mad. I think it was Draisaitl just put a shoulder into somebody. Got a mean wrister word. Right on. I need to get geared up again and go skate. It's been a long time since I've even skated, man. But that was once I found hockey and fell in love, I was skating as much as I can. But there's just no decent ice rinks on this side of town. But hell, I need to get a stick and a puck, just sit out back and mess around, especially as it's getting hot. Do that for a workout. Just sit around and puck play. LA wins it, can't turn around and get the shot off. Oilers through neutral. Man, I was quick buffer. Puck back through neutral across the red line, dumped in. Fogle trying to chase it down. Ooh, that should have been a trip as one of the Oilers hit the deck hard, but the Kings keep it in on the high corner, trying to go out to the middle. A good Edmonton stick knocks the puck back and away. Back through neutral as the Oilers go on the attack. Doughty back first into the high corner, trying to get it out to Byfield. He misses. Good defensive play prevents another opportunity for the Oilers. Puck back to the blue line. Bouchard dumps it down into the low corner. Byfield gets there first, and he is able to take the high road out with a step down the other way. A little bit of cherry picking going on from the Kings. We called it all game yesterday. Doesn't work out as McDavid tries to go back through neutral. Immediate turnaround. Byfield with the shot into the glove of Ingram. Barely skate. Heck, yes, need a goal. Yeah. Shoot, anything can be a goal. I'd throw a trash can out, make it a little mini goal. But, I used to love skating, man. I used to love skating. I got to get back to it. Like I said, things weren't so expensive. It'd be a little bit easier to just grab some skates and go hit the ice, but I miss it. Puck won by Edmonton. Off the low boards, trying to work through the center and out of their zone. I swear, I'm not seeing the same numbers I saw last night. Hang on. I got to try and remember some names. Kings resetting from their own territory. LaFerriere up to Kempe. Sin is fought off by the right pad of Ingram. Across the blue line, back to the low point. Down the low wall. All the way across the ice to the top dot, and shot hits a stick and goes up and out of play. You got an HL quick assembly goal. Nice, right on. Yeah, since it's just me, like messing around, what I'd like to do is just get a net. You know, in case you miss, you don't have to chase anything or worry about putting out a neighbor's window. Just string it up between like a pillar for the awning and the house. And then have a slot cut out that's the size of the goal with a pocket. LA couldn't keep it in. Oilers streaking on the high side, looking for a pass across the middle. Good pressure prevents it. Frederic back to the point, low point, down into the low corner under heavy pressure. Bad turnovers for the Oilers. They had all the time in the world. Meanwhile, the Kings struggling to get through neutral again. Shots are 2-1 LA, 5:20 gone in the first period. There are two sets of I'm gonna leave family forum. Oh, two sets of horns. Sorry, I can't read in this thing. Right on. You're always coming in with the buzzer knowledge, man. You know a hell of a lot more than I ever would. Oilers get it in. Kings finally starting to play a little bit more aggressive. Kemper from behind the net goes to Moore, tips it into neutral. Clark's able to work it through as Moore dumps it deep. Byfield surprising Ingram as he comes crashing to the back of the net. But the Oilers get it out. McDavid with speeds goes for the pass instead of the shot. Connor McDavid becoming Mr. Second Guess. It has been a wild thing to watch. McDavid in the Olympics had a couple opportunities to shoot where he decided to pass. Well, I mean, not that his breakaways against Hellebuck helped much, but what a decision that was by Connor McDavid. Back now, anything good happen? No worries, Donald. You got life first, always, buddy. Nothing good happening yet. You just got the fourth shot on of the game on net in 6.5 minutes, so it hasn't been very exciting. A lot of struggles through neutral, a lot of red line and dump it in. A little bit of sloppy turnovers from LA. They're not doing a good job, just kind of doing the fundamental thing. So they're having possession problems. Oilers just gave McDavid a streaking opportunity, heads up against the goalie, and he passed it instead of taking the shot, which is just unbelievable. There is for so nice game, right on for the lacrosse team. Nice. Okay, I was trying to read that one, Jeff, and it was not easy. Ooh, a good hit in the low corner of the LA zone, the Oilers zone. But nothing comes out of it. Oilers back the other way. Trying to go all the way across, low dot, and they score. Oop, wait. I got to hit my goal other. It's just a great pass to the high boards all the way back down. LA. Excuse me. So who's that? Chakotay, CC, and I can't see who that is. Dumoulin completely got dragged across to one half of the ice. The pass came in on the high boards. As soon as it's in, all three guys crashing back for LA went to the high side of the ice. Emerson came sneaking in on the back dot and just buries one. It's our play for the Rangers. You got to give me more than HR, Donald. I'm not sure. Logo on the drum blow steam out of the nostrils of the logo and the Silver Knights score. See, that's awesome, man. I haven't seen enough Silver Knight games. I haven't been to games at a game at Dollar Loan Center yet. Which is, I could ride a bike to the arena, but still haven't made it for a Silver Knights game yet. I still got to do that. Oh, yeah, does he play for the... Gotcha. Okay, it was an R. That's what threw me off, buddy. Okay, I'm with you. Like, what are you doing? Please wake up, dude. LA is... I'm trying to figure out what LA... Let's think about it for a second. We got a commercial break. So what is LA really struggling with? They cannot get the puck inside. It doesn't even look like they're trying to. Everything's forced into the corners, which is just that's just Edmonton's speed. They've tried to step up into Edmonton a couple of times, but they're gonna have to be bigger boys than that. Like the best Edmonton, Colorado, like the faster guys, you have to step into them. That's the only way. That's the only way you slow them down. You tire them out. Otherwise, you're going to be chasing them all game. By the third period, you're going to get your ass kicked. So Kings need to settle down once they get in the zone, stop forcing shit. They've made a couple of good cross the ice passes, but nothing came of it. They didn't shoot it. They looked for the next pass. So bodies to the net, pucks to the net, kind of basic. And then with Edmonton, LA's doing a good job not letting them get set inside their zone. So as long as they keep that up and they limit those one-on-one opportunities like the one McDavid just had, then LA has a chance. Kemper's going to be strong enough there, but yeah, it's going to be bad. I don't see LA being able to settle themselves enough to come back in full-on attack mode. Yeah, goaltending will absolutely be the difference. Kemper's good enough to be good enough. You know what I mean? Big thing's going to be what help he gets in front of him. And if what just happened, if the drift to the top of the ice that just happened with 3 experienced players crashing back, that's not good. Vegas has a big problem with that, man. If you're able to keep play on one side of the ice for about 20 seconds and then get a change, so you have fresh legs coming on with speed from the opposite side, that you know, keep the puck on the low boards and then get a change and have the guy crash the net from the top of the ice, you're going to get an open shot at the net. Because Vegas just has that tendency to get completely lost in the puck and drift and just do exactly what LA did. It's pucks over here, so all of us need to be over here. And that's fucking problems all day. Just under 12 minutes to go in the first. Let's see, what are those shots? Are 4-3 Edmonton. So yeah, 7 shots in 8 minutes. That's just not a lot of good neutral zone transitions. And not a lot of working the puck around to get it through the clusterfuck in the middle. Shot from the top dot, and he beats Kemper. Kemper is not playing good enough today to beat Edmonton. This is about to go bad. LA is giving him nothing, and he is returning the same. Unreal. Just an easy walk-in for the Oilers. Top shot from the top dot. Yep, onside. Almost a Three Stooges crash in the middle. That's put Colts. Put Colts. Fucking hell. Hang on. Put Coles in. I was actually right. I was just we're ready for the first game, March 27th. Right on, dude. I'm curious. Right now, I'm counting down the days to trade deadline. Shot coming from the point inside the LA zone. Just total control by Edmonton. More for LA, carrying it into the zone, chasing his own puck. But Edmonton's going to come right back out into the low corner of the LA zone, swinging it around to the high point, across to the low point. Emerson down the low wall, leaving it at the low point. Quick shot, and a tip goes wide. Clark passing up ahead to Byfield. And he stretches it up to the blue line to Fogle. Turned over immediately. That's the thing. LA is struggling to get through neutral. They finally get through neutral, and they're dumping and chasing and losing the puck. So it's here we go. For Kopitar trying to fight through pressure, just could not win the race to the net. It was that Stastny. Oh, that was Stastny. For Edmonton, doing great job right there. Play Cambridge, okay. Definitely going to have to pop in and let us know how it goes, Jeff, for sure. 53-21. You may not be far off. Okay, we got a little group in the high corner of the LA zone. We'll see what happens there. 10 minutes gone in the first period. I'm just going to put forewarning. If this turns into an absolute whooping, then I may call it early. But we'll see. If it ends up being like 4-0, 5-0, we may call it early so that I can get to the gym before midnight. Dude, what a whiff by Kemper. Every time I try to give that man a compliment, he shits the bed like that. It's like, dude, I don't like you enough to be that nice and complimentary, yet here you are when I decide to do it, ruining the day. Like, you ruin the moment, sir. Funny, I wanted to hang out for Minnesota and Colorado, but I was like, you know what? I want to see division games, so let's watch these guys. And now that we're here, I'm like, damn, we should have watched Minnesota, Colorado. Which during intermission, I'm going to flip over to that one. They are a minute gone in the third period. Minnesota up 2-1 in Colorado. We have play-by-play announcer. I appreciate that, man. Hey, that'd be cool to happen one day. To be honest, I actually really enjoy doing it right here. With my luck, I'd get the job and immediately have a cracking voice, sound like a prepubescent 12-year-old trying to score a ring for this. Another play, you'd be great. Hey, I appreciate that, Don. I said that would be fun as hell, man. I'm not gonna lie. Be great to do play-by-play, but also do the hype man, doing the scoring screams and all that. I get a real kick out of it, man. It's a lot of fun. The only problem with the Rangers doing it is, I'm not gonna lie, being in the Northeast is not something that excites me. Like, I like snow. I don't like that much snow. I can enjoy the cold. I don't like it being that cold. I'm a Vegas cat, and there's a reason. You know, the coldest it gets here is 35. And the AC works great in the summer. LA inside the Oilers zone, skating on the high wall, trying to take a shot. He ends up hitting Fogle in the back. Puck airmailed back into Kings territory. CC recovers, but turns it over at the blue line. Walking right back in, the Oilers slinging around to the low boards. And dumped right back down the low wall into the corner. Cycling up high, a quick shot, loose puck up front, and a double save. Back-to-back miracles by Kemper. He couldn't see that first one. And I have no idea how he got in the way of that second one. From New Jersey, now live in New Mexico for the same reason. Yeah, you get it. You get it. That hot wife lives there. Attaboy. Little Breaking Bad for me, but I support it. You know, if you get the good shit, I can send you my address. Working through and if it's taking courses on play-by-play announcing and PA announcing. Awesome, dude. Right on. I'm gonna admit, everything that I know comes 100% from stealing from everybody I've ever watched. And my absolute favorite is Dan Duva. Like, Dan Duva and Gary Lawless doing play-by-play is the most fun I have, and that's radio. But no, that's awesome. They're saying it should have been an offsides because the puck came off his stick, so he technically wasn't in possession. I don't know about that. Oh, that works great for you. I appreciate that. This goes for free. Right on, man. I appreciate that. Like I said, I like to just get my leg. Hey, I mean, to be honest, it goes all the way back to Boomer Esiason and John Madden and the guys back in the day from when I was a kid. Because, like, ooh, puck going back the other way. LA, not just, they're not functioning, man. Is that Dylan Larkin? Hang on a second. That's not him. Hang on. I need to get the box scores up because I just do not know people's names. Lazar. I knew that. Okay. I knew that wasn't Larkin. Like, I'm on the wrong team, man, but my brain is mush. That's the one hard thing is, like, doing Vegas games is a lot easier because I only have to memorize one team because I know everybody on the Golden Knights. Like, that occasionally when we have a Silver Knight come up and it'll throw me off, but I know my Golden Knights, so I don't need to worry about that. All I have to do is spend a couple minutes studying the team we're playing and we're good to go. Play by play is a lot smoother. When it's two teams that I don't watch often, that's where it gets really, really difficult. All right, and in the other side, is that Yam? See, yeah, I'm all messed up with this. Burchard from the low point throws it on net, hits bodies out front. It drops right in front of Hyman. He can't turn around and finish. Burchard with another shot just blasted his own teammate. He took out Nugent Hopkins right in front of the net. He is definitely hurting. Moore recovers, works it up the low boards, and LA is out. Byfield gets in with a little bit of help, but Byfield maintains below the net. And has helped it all. Has helped. Oh, what just happened? That's not how I want to do this, but LA just scored. I wasn't expecting to make a call right there. Oh, that's okay. That had to be high. Hang on. Let's take a look. So Fogle, so shot comes from the low point. Fogle on a great tip. Not ends up sneaking it into the corner. However, they are looking for it up high. Nope. Oilers are already calling that it got tipped, came down and hit the body, and then went in. Let's see. Is that what they're saying? Is that it hit? Are they saying it hit Armia? That's weird. That looked like a high sticking in to me, but they're saying it did tip a LA King. And blind squirrel finds a nut. Sun shines on a dog's ass some days. All them good things. Ooh, a quick turnaround for the Oilers. Throw it on net. Blocker saved by Kemper. Kopitar collects. Pass all the way up ahead. Tipped in by Fogle, but he doesn't make it far. Buffering. Oilers go back the other way immediately. And Kings end up stealing it. Doughty trying to go up to Kopitar. It ends up on the stick of Clark. And now Fogle and Kopitar in trying to break it free. Miller able to get it to Lazar and up and out. Dumoulin trying to make a move into the low corner. Just enough pressure to knock him away from the goal. Puck up the low boards. Low point. Quick shot right into the crest of Ingram. You got Miller and Malott mixing it up just a little bit. Malott might act tough, but he doesn't want that, even though Miller's a bit of a bitch. Did I say that? Did I just say and completely mean that? Yes, I did. All right, upcoming schedule. Dude, VGK are on twice on TNT. Sorry, no, NHL Network and then on TNT. So 4 o'clock tomorrow, early game tomorrow, and then 10 o'clock on Sunday, early game Sunday. McDavid played with the area otters of the OHL. That's one of the first championships he lost, isn't it? That was cheeky. That was a little bitchy. I can't lie. Oilers off the face-off in their own zone, able to work the puck all the way back down to Kemper. Slows it down for Cece, trying to get it to Dumoulin. Pass comes straight out front and misses everybody. Back into the Oilers zone. 6.5 to go in the first. Shots are 7-6. Edmonton. Emerson working his way out of his own zone. Makes the pass to get the puck into neutral. Immediately turned over, delayed offsides. And why was it blown dead? I thought they recovered actually pretty well right there, but the black and whites did not agree. Not sorry, Reese. Yeah. That somebody showed the thing that was like he lost in OHL, he lost in something else I forgot about, didn't win in the Stanley Cup, didn't win. Like, still the greatest thing to ever happen in the history of hockey is the Florida Panthers beating the Edmonton Oilers in the Stanley Cup and McDavid having to go out on the ice and accept his Conn Smythe. That is still one of the greatest things ever. Oh, I damn near cry from laughing so hard every time I think about it. It's so damn funny. Like, imagine just feeling like the biggest piece of shit you could possibly feel like. And they say, all right, come out and get your award for being the best piece of shit you could have possibly been. Ooh, good pass through the middle. Not able to do much with it. A shot from the blue line. Clear line of sight to Ingram. He will glove it. Armia had a great chance to make a move. Instead, he skates backwards and wastes the shot. I'm still pissed about last year's playoffs. Like one of the first games in overtime, Eichel gets blasted with a stick to the nose, no call. There was the McNabb trip, which was, I mean, you want to talk about a bitch-made move, dude. McNabb's making a move to the net, gets rid of the puck, goes to turn away, and then gets pushed into the boards. Still mad about that one. Shit, I'm still mad about when we won in 23 and Pietrangelo got suspended for his slash, yet Evander Kane didn't get suspended for his cross-check to Petrangelo's face. All right, we are on break. How much time we got left? We're looking at 5.5 to go in the first period. Shots are tied at 7 apiece. So for anybody interested in how exciting this game has been, it hasn't. There's been what you had McDavid's opportunity, which he passed. He made a pass. You got the 3 goals, which they weren't the most exciting goals. I was surprised. The second Oilers goal could have been called offsides, considering what they have called offsides this year. It's a good no call, but they have done stupider shit than that one, so kind of surprising. And then thought it was a high stick for the Kings. It was very much a nothing's happening right now, so no worries. And then they score. Like, yeah, that's a great play-by-play moment. Let's just shoot the shit and then completely miss the play. Not the first time. Damn. Oilers are on a 4-game losing streak after losing in overtime to Anaheim. Face off on the dot to the right of Ingram. Draisaitl wins it against Kopitar. Good stick by Fogel. Not able to beat it, though. Draisaitl wins into the zone. on the low boards. Kopitar kicks it out. But is that 22, right? No, Savoy. I know, I'm just being a pretentious asshole. We're watching a game. I thought we were just hey man, it's all the same, dude. That's the fun part about this. I said I love just shooting the shit over anything, but when I miss the goal, that's when I'm like, damn it. That's the one thing that I'm supposed to do when it's a watch party. Into the low point, Dowdy at the high. Oh no, that was CC at the high point. All the way down the baseline. We got a delayed penalty. It looks like somebody did. Ooh, Dumoulin is gushing blood. His nose is busted. I missed it. 4:32 to go in the first. And we're going to have a 4-minute double minor. That's two K3L horns that replaced the element. Right on. See, eventually I will go, oh, go figure. It's DeAndre Miller. Dude, but I don't know who's a bigger piece of shit between Miller, Evander Kane, and Matt Rempe. It is so hard to choose between those three, but Darnell Nurse is like one of the most garbage human beings, period, let alone in the NHL. Oh, he just straight punched him in the face. That's not incidental. That is, Nurse straight up punched him in the face with the butt of his stick. Coin toss? Yeah. No, that's, like I said, it's those three, man. I mean, there are definitely worse, but those three piss me off, man. But what DeAndre Miller just did right there, he should be kicked out of the game. He won't be. But that wasn't an innocent high stick. That wasn't an incidental contact. They're locked up, and he punched him in the face. He had the butt of his stick sticking out from his glove, and he popped him. Right here, if you're watching the game, this is the replay. I know I'm probably way behind, but hands loose, boom. You see him do that and immediately retract his arm. He's got no reason to make that move there. That should be a suspension. I mean, they'll pay $2,800, $2,473 or some weird number like that and a fine, and that's it. He should be gone. That should be treated the same way a cross check to the face is. But I'm also being biased because I hate that piece of shit so much. LA wins the face-off. Clark going down to the low boards, trying to go to the middle. Byfield with a quick shot, hits a skate. Back up to the blue line, down to Panarin. Clark, Panarin, low dot. Right in the middle, Byfield whiffs the shot as there's a cross-check right in front of the net. That goes uncalled. Puck all the way back down to Kemper. Kings resetting in their own territory. Clark works his way up, then passes it across to Byfield with speed across the red line. Byfield in, goes to the high wall. Perry skating in, goes back to the high point. Clark down to Panarin on the low dot. Low baseline. Perry back to Panarin. Back to Clark. Back to Panarin. Interrupted by the stick of Draisaitl. Oh no, McDavid. But the puck stays in. Kempe now top of the high circle, trying to backhand it to the point. Hits a skate and goes past Clark into neutral. Quick pass right back into Panarin on the low point across the blue line. Kempe back to Panarin. Looking for a place to go. He goes blue line. Clark, top dot. Kempe back to Clark. Low dot. Panarin whiffs on the shot. Goes right onto an Oilers stick. Bouchard settles it. Works it up to, Ekholm. And Ekholm dumps it back to Kemper. I wish Boston would bring back the 05-06 horn. I'd have to actually go list, man. You've got the horn-tism the way that I've got the roller coaster-tism. And I love it, dude. It's fucking awesome, man. Like, we may actually have to talk one of these days just so I can know I get I have to get the right horn for every team. Downey leaves it back for Laferriere. He enters. Fogle runs it down the low boards. Laferriere battles for it. Comes up to the low point. Dowdy works it back down to Fogle. Laferriere makes the pass across. Ward to Laferriere, and he misses. Fogle down into the low corner. Laferriere behind the net to Kopitar. To the high point. Ward back to Kopitar. 1:50 left on the power play. Kopitar puts it right up front. Fogle gets stopped by Ingram. Battle for the puck behind the net. Ward eventually breaks it free. Kopitar to Dowdy. Back to Kopitar. Top of the high circle. Skates it into the dot. Circles back. Waiting to the blue line. Dowdy shoots. And the puck goes wide all the way back down. 1:20 to go in the power play. Man, I must be way behind. 1:15 to go on the power play. 1:40 to go in the period. Shot still 7 apiece as Kempe makes the pass to Byfield, but it goes right past him, and the Oilers set it back to McDavid in the neutral. David passes it in on himself. Bouchard will clear it to the blue line, and the puck is tossed all the way back down to Kemper. 1:20 on the period, 50 seconds on the man advantage as Clark leaves it back for Byfield with speed across the red line. He goes high wall. Perry looking for a place to go. Leaves it to the high point. Clark back to Kempe. I was expecting that to be Perry. Kempe in the high corner goes back to the high point, and it goes up and out of play. TV broadcast is behind the actual in-person experience. Oh, yeah. Hey, what are we on here? See, I'm actually surprised. Or, yeah, there we go. 37 seconds. We're at 1:06. I'm kind of surprised we're as close as we are. Because lately the delay has been awful. But you're right. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Clark recovers back to the high point. Kempe low dot. Panarin shoots, and it's stopped by Ingram. Sent all the way back down to Kemper. 20 seconds to go on the LA power play. 49 seconds in the period. Clark leaves it back and then hits McDavid. Could have been an interference. It was a soft push, but McDavid went down like a sack of shit. Go figure. And then it was Panarin trying to take a couple opportunities. Now Kempe and somebody else are getting into it. I can't see who it was. But dude, McDavid went down like a literal sack of shit. So he's surprised that Utah got a real horn because they used to make Chicago's and Buffalo's horn. You adapt. It's good that they did. You're right. Or surprised that they did. It's good that they did. They were quick about that. Because I feel like they have to have a horn where they add a mammoth into the back, like into it. Now you can't really do a mammoth, so do like a elephant blended in so that you get. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Like I would love the Vegas horn to have a dragon roar in the back of it. Or like adds the buzzards going just to give it that little hidden feature. Do shit mascot related. We don't do enough of that. Caliber Q3, which is a ship horn. Oh, that's a loud ass horn then. Oilers win the face-off, clear it back into neutral. 30 seconds to go in the period as the power play comes to an end. Kopitar in behind the Ingram, trying to get it out front, and it is taken away by Draisaitl. And he will get it all the way back to Kemper. 10 seconds left as Kemper goes into neutral. Moore trying to break Byfield, but a good stick prevents that. And we are going into first intermission. Edmonton up 2-1. We'll have to go to... I have to check out how this other thing, Wild. What were you saying? Wild and Avalanche. 7:24 to go in the third. Oh, you got everybody going at it. Minnesota up 2-1. Shots are 41-33 in favor of Colorado. Let's see what happened. That's unfortunate, but that's on you, buddy. You got to learn how to protect yourself. Like Taze went after old boy for no reason. I can't see who it was. It looks like it was Foligno and somebody else. No, it was Sturm. Is Sturm actually getting a penalty? Or is that for after effects? Because that hit was clean. That should have been a slash. I'm not sure I agree with that call. I mean, they may have hit skates, but dude has to protect himself. They went shoulder to shoulder into the boards. So I don't really like that call. However, Colorado with the power play, McKinnon on the dot to the right. I'm going to guess that's Gustafson. Let's take a look real quick. I'd rather not guess. Yeah, Gustafson against, is it Wedgwood or Blackwood? Blackwood. Colorado controlling in the wild zone at the blue line. Makar down to the high boards, high baseline. Back to the high boards. High baseline, high boards are just playing catch. Makar sends it back to the high dot, and a big shot gets swallowed up by Gustafson. There's Brock. Okay. I think everybody thought that Makar was going to shoot that before giving it to Brock Nelson, but he passed it right over to him. Minute 12 to go on the Colorado power play. Don't ask me. I watched 3 games in 5 years. I have no idea on Rangers. Hey, fair enough. Foligno down low. Eventually, Wild do get it all the way back down to it's Blackwood. I just said who it was, and then I immediately forgot. Natchez making moves, leaves the pass back to Makar. It goes right back to Natchez. And then I don't remember, who's I can't remember who has the big ass mustache for Minnesota, but I like dude. I can never remember his name. Big shot stopped by Gustafson. Natchez to Makar across the blue line. 20 seconds to go on the power play to McKinnon at the low dot baseline. Natchez goes all the way back out high, and a big shot by Makar gets stopped. Brock Nelson in the high corner goes back to the blue line. Makar skates it in, shoots. Doesn't make it through the field of bodies in front of him. Backhand goes behind Gustafson. We are back to full strength hockey. 5:20 to go in the third. Watching hockey, love radio or this type of format. Right on, yeah, see. That's exactly how I am, brother. I really prefer radio, or if I'm gonna watch the game, I want it to be turned down. Like, my favorite is watching the Golden Knights games with no broadcast, listening to Dan Duva and Gary Lawless, and then I'll pause the feed so that Minnesota just put it right across the crease. Colorado just stopped playing defense. Oh, I don't have to change the score here. But yeah, I'll mute them and listen to the radio, and I'll sync it up so that it matches. That's by far my favorite way to watch. The whole website I got to check out. Horn Central. Okay. Yeah, real quick, let me make this call. Then I've got to favorite that because I do want to get everybody's goal horns. Colorado just stopped playing defense. Oh, it went off. Dude, no way. Malinsky in front of the net. It goes off his toe and into the net. You got Taze linking in. Makar, you got all these people right in front of the crease. And it ends up going off of his skate, right off the tip of his toe and into the net. Dude, that is brutal. Just Wedgwood and Blackwood have got to get frustrated, man, because they've got way too good of a team in front of them to constantly be having to be the difference. You know, it's wild. But Minnesota's looking strong right now, man. Colorado not able to get the puck clear. Minnesota keeps it in at the high point, sent down the high wall, cycling into the corner, trying to work back up to the blue line, and turns right back towards the corner. Right to the middle, a quick shot, and they hit a guy standing right in front of them. Ooh, swing and a miss at the blue line. Potential break for Colorado, but the pass misses everybody. Hartman is the guy I was trying to think of that has the mustache, I think. Dude just looks like a hockey player. Gustafson just getting annoyed at Kelly. Minnesota finally leaves from behind the net. Under 4 minutes to go. That should have been a little bit of a holding. Yep, there we go. Holding call on Minnesota. Colorado goes back to the power play, even though it doesn't mean anything because the last power play was trash. Joe Thornton, yeah, he's got the whoosh. He doesn't rock the solo stash very often. Lisa will come home tomorrow. Nice. She has stage 4 CPOD. Okay. That's not the best news, but the fact she's coming home is incredible news, man. Always praying for the best, buddy. Absolutely welcome, man. No, that's cool. Like I said, it's it's going to be a struggle, but it's much better having to go through the struggle at home where you're surrounded by people that love you and that you love. So that's good news, buddy. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Prayers, man. Absolutely. It's a good start. Like I said, coming home is a great start. Real quick, see what we got for intermission here. About 7.5 minutes. Meanwhile, Flames and Sharks at second intermission are tied 1-1. Don? Okay, hey, no worries, brother. Don it is. Dude, that pizza looks fantastic. It's Jets Pizza, which is like the original Papa John's. Or it's one of the ones that's still doing it the way that they used to do it. And they got that chicken bite or popcorn chicken pizza. So little chicken bites with bacon. Man. Awesome. Like that just sounds so good, dude. I'm a sucker for gimmick pizzas. Like I'm a sucker for cheese. Keep it simple. Meat, pepperoni, sausage, meat lovers. That's usually like the most extreme. But then doing like Hawaiian pizza, love it. Buffalo chicken pizza, love it. Barbecue chicken pizza, love it. Like the gimmick pizzas are bomb sometimes. Minnesota controlling in their own zone, trying to get clear, cannot get it past Makar. Pass across the line, Landeskog circles up and goes down somewhat awkwardly. But McKinnon eventually catches the pass and brings it in, and the puck is immediately All right, so that was an immediate turnover, and Minnesota just buried it to make it 4-1. So that's this game. Come to Ohio Valley and try the Ohio Valley cold cheese pizza. You know what? I have heard about that. I was like, cold pizza, huh? But I actually have heard about that. I'm very interested in how that is because it definitely seems different. But having the two different, like almost the textures, different temperatures, I could see that being pretty good. I can absolutely see that being pretty good. That sounds delicious. Dude, pizza sounds delicious right now. It's been a while since I've gone to a pizza place and had a proper pizza. Yeah, right. I'd love to try it, man. That sounds great. There, let me see here. Hey guys, we got about 6 minutes left on the overtime. Give me a minute. I'm just gonna run and fill up my water and go to the bathroom and do all that stuff real quick. So give me just a few minutes. I'm gonna put on some tunes and then we'll cruise back in for the second period. Okay, that happened a little faster than I meant it to. My bad, but we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Pepperoni, cheese, sausage, and see, you had me until the vegetables. I don't do vegetables. Whoops. That's the BRB I was supposed to be on. I'm struggling, fellas. I'll see you in a minute. I am a little bit late. I apologize, fellas. We are back. I'm a kid. Hey, there you go. Damn, y'all are just having a ton of fun, huh? Not just roasting yourself, my man. I love it. But yeah, actually, Jeff, that's what I'm gonna be doing after this game is riding my bike down to the gym. It's good to do from time to time. Especially since the new gym they just built is like the perfect location for me. That's why I'm not gonna lie. I'm hoping this ends up turning into an ass whooping one way or the other. I'd be happy for LA to beat up on Edmonton because either way, I think the Kings are further behind than Edmonton, so I got no problem saying we need LA to win this. Fuck into. Did I mute the TV before I unmute the TV? Puck in the low wall of the Edmonton zone. Battle for it, but the puck is frozen. Pulls in and finally it came out as I was trying to figure out who was battling for it. Colson ends up getting it out. OBS problems. So I am dropping all kinds of frames. Okay, we seem to be okay for a minute, but I just had a full disc. Okay, Edmonton just scored. Yeah, this ain't going great. Hit the goal for him. Nope, you don't get that goal. That is not the goal you get. Shame. I'm on the wrong screen. There you go. Mangiapane just buried one under the glove of Kemper. Remember when I said earlier about how Kemper is good enough to be good enough? Yeah, tonight he's not good enough to be good enough. Guys, I am losing all sorts of frames, so if I'm stuttery and terrible right now, I apologize. Hopefully it's able to keep itself together. Yeah, that was just that. Kemper has played absolutely horrible so far in this game. I am should have been playing the Oilers goal horn on YouTube, right? See, here's the thing though. I will hit the default goal button for Edmonton. I don't care if I will spend hours and hours making sure I have every single correct goal horn, making sure that I'm able to go in and match colors and do all that stuff. I would never do anything like that for the Edmonton Oilers ever in my life, period. I do not care. I hate Edmonton so much. About 9 p.m. on, yeah. Yes, sir, Don. It's just shy of 9 o'clock. It's funny. It's a double-edged sword because you get to watch all of the hockey games. Like, we don't have 10 o'clock starts for hockey games. But at the same time, man, it drags on, dude. Miller from the low point puts a shot on Kemper, and he'll swallow it up. 16:21 to go in the second period. Yeah, I keep getting these red flashes that my stream is collapsing. And then every time I go to do something about it, it pops back up saying, never mind, it's fine. Puck into the Oilers zone through neutral. A good pass ahead when it's picked off. Went for a little bit too much of a stretch. Back in the opposite way to Ingram from behind his own net, up and over Laferriere. Savoy Gets it to Draisaitl with speed. One move, and he goes for the pass. Why was it, dude? What is it with Draisaitl and McDavid? Passing the puck. Ooh, Ekholm lost his stick. Laferriere able to get a free shot, but not able to beat Ingram. Stratomatic baseball opponent, which is 3 out. That's baseball. Uh-oh. You got a typo again. What are? I got a bell. Yeah. Yeah. What are? What do? How about that? Puck back the other way with speed. Hyman leaves it back. McDavid has all the space in the world. The goalie is completely out of the net. Kempfer was 5 miles off to the side. This game is inching its way to being over, fellas. Recommendation on a walkout song for baseball. Yeah, no, you're good, brother. My thing, dude, is I'm a metalhead all the way through. So, at this point, I would probably cut the intro from Viking by Slaughter to Prevail to be connected to the first course. The baseball interference to broadcast still keep in anyway. Hey, no worry, buddy. Right on, dude. Play some ball. But ooh, a quick shot and follow up. But now Clark's just moving, or not. Yeah, Clark is moving very slow. Seek and destroy. That's not a bad one. That's not a bad one. Dude, Oilers are about to score again. Little chaos drill, and then Armia just kind of set a guy down on his ass. That was interesting. Yeah, I need to see what happened down low. That's Perry. Perry, it looks like might have gotten hit in the face. Let me see real quick, and I'll hit you with some more songs in a second. That is, Perry just took the softest hit to the head. Not that you need to get hit hard, but that was just a weird contact. Oh, you know what? He might have broken his collarbone. Takes like 4 pounds to pop that collarbone, a couple pounds to pop your shoulder out. 62 games, 16 seasons. Game 3 for 26-27. Nice. You got a long ways to go. That's awesome though, doing full careers and shit. Oilers number during the game so far. Yeah, it's the Oilers are destroying the Kings, which is exactly what I expect. The Kings just don't have the energy after last night. Like, it's a lot easier to be fast 2 nights in a row than it is to be physical 2 nights in a row. And the Kings have to play physical against the Oilers, and they just don't have it in them. Let me think. There's a song, it's not as metal, but it's or it's not metal, but I think it's called Party Hard by Andrew WK. The beginning of that's a good one. A little simple guitar riff intro, but it's good. Yeah, they are, Jeff. Their Kings are going a little season 8 of Game of Thrones at the moment. But there's a bang right there. Yeah, I do like that one for Andy WK. I've always liked 96 Quite Bitter Beings by CYK. That's a great intro. That's going back to the old Tony Hawk days. Hall of Famer in Negro League 1973. Oh, no shit. I didn't even know you could do that. That's awesome, dude. There's so much depth and stuff nowadays that I shouldn't be surprised, but I've been so away from every other sport for so long. McDavid solo trying to make a couple of cuts. He should have gone aggressive to the low side of the net. Pass back the other way. Shot goes straight up into the sky. Who just lost a helmet for the Kings? What is going on? FSU war chant. I swear to God, Jeffrey, do you know what that white jersey is? I don't know if you've been here when I've mentioned it, so I'll let it slide if you don't know what that white jersey is. But if you do know what it is, I'm going to be mad at you for that comment. Mason Ruth, of course. So that would be a Miami Hurricanes jersey, who are rivals with FSU to the point where, like, it causes fights. I say that because I'm trying in the nicest way possible. Don't you ever bring FSU shit into this house again. I swear to God. Oh, there you go. See, now you're using your noodle, man. You're thinking with the noggin. Scorpions, always good call, man. Always. So yeah, Rocky like a Hurricane would be a great one. I'm trying to think, cause like Walk With Me in Hell by Lamb of God would be good. You could always do like Cowboys from Hell by doing football as well. I actually have done. The biggest problem though is that I have a very, very difficult time watching football these days. It's just so soft, man. It's so soft. So I get frustrated watching it. This year was a little bit better, but also I don't know as much as seeing about an hour. Word, Don, sounds good, buddy. But yeah, I don't know play calls. I don't know sets. I don't know pre-snap audibles and anything like that enough. So I'd be, guessing we're looking run off tackle, and I would struggle with that so much. Brass Bonanza. See, I'm thinking instead of intros, thinking mid riffs and breakdowns, or like bridges and breakdowns. I'm trying to cycle back a couple of years. Here, puck into the LA zone. Kempy's going to eventually get it clear. It's going all the way back down. No icing as it's off an Oilers skate. Set up for Edmonton to go right back through neutral, and there they go. Mangiapane getting in deep. Right up front to the net. Puck knocked away. Kopitar will take it back through neutral. Pass over to Panarin. Back up to the top of the high circle, across the blue line, center of the point, low dot, and Kempy will pass it to the middle where the shot is missed. War Ensemble. Oh, yeah, I'm very, very familiar with Slayer. So yeah, War Ensemble, I like. South of Heaven. South of Heaven's a really, really good riff for a walk-up. Same with like Rain and Blood. Most Slayer intros are going to be good. The Detroit Rock City intro wouldn't be bad. And the Oilers are about to end this game, so we may wrap it up quicker than I originally was planning. But let's think about that. This was a lot easier when I had CDs and I didn't have to remember every song. Mother by Danzig would be a great walk up. Paranoid always. I do, if you want to go a little more subtle, the first few notes, not the full intro because it's the rainstorm and it's a slow build, but the first actual notes of Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath, boom, down, 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 bam, bam, like that with the storm in the back. It's a lot more subtle, but that one's pretty sweet. Wait and Bleed by Slipknot. That shit from Diluted by Slipknot. There it goes. Hyman just buried another one. It's 5-1. This game's over. So we'll spend a couple more minutes on the songs, and then we'll stick with Intro to Seek and Destroy for the seed. Decide I'll pick for next season. Nice, right on, man. That's not a bad decision. Because yeah, like Seek and Destroy is a good one. I'm trying to think because I haven't riffed in a while. I've been doing other stuff when I play guitar, so I just can't remember a lot of the riffs. The Trooper by Iron Maiden's always good. A lot of Ozzy stuff. Anything by Randy Rhoads. Anything by Zakk Wylde. Like I said, if you go looking back on like Iowa from Slipknot, that's a pretty good album. There's a bunch of Killswitch Engage stuff that would be sick. Like there's the Rose of Sharon riff from that. So it's Rose of Sharon by Killswitch Engage, and there's a couple in that's great. Undefeated by Skillet or War Pigs by Sabbath. Dude, War Pigs is such a good one. Like if you could get the a good vocal line amongst the riff, that would be sweet. So you get some kind of like I said, like that's why I like Black Sabbath, because even though those notes are very, like I said, bon, dun, dun, that's not the right note, dun. And then the first line is, what is this that stands before me? And like that is such a good line as you're going up to hit. This figure in black that points at me. That would actually be kind of sick. Just throw your eyes away. Like that. I would get down on the the chorus from Viking or Demolisher by Slaughter to Prevail. Those are good ones. There's a lot, man. There's so many good songs. I'll go into hip hop and do the start of the first verse from Trick Daddy and Little John, the Let's Go. It's if you want some, come get some. Cause where I'm from, we told big guns. Or I know somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. Like shit like that would be cool. Bury the Light by Casey. I mean, I am the storm that is approaching. See, now you're thinking, dude. Now you're using the noodle. That's exactly what I'm talking about. A 3-0 top first. Mays, a 1-run triple. Anderson scored from first, and Ruth with a 2-run homer. Dude, imagine having that lineup. Back in the day, that need to throw on Ken Burns baseball again. Been many, many years since I've watched that. I said I'm trying to take, because there's some classic riffs like using Breaking the Law by Judas Priest is one of those that gets used a lot. Trying to think of something that would be a little more my curse intro, Tampa Bay Rays version of Rock and Roll Part 2. I actually don't know that. I don't know that one. Dude, you could be funny. Like, do something real funny and put like Emancipation Proclamation or fucking Schoolhouse Express, or what is it, Schoolhouse Rock, and do the I'm Just a Bill song. Like that would get a kick out of me, at least. Be the stupidest funny thing that ever happened, but I'd laugh. Or do like Weird Al, you know what I mean? Dude, do Weird Al Yankovic. Ooh, shorthanded attempt, and it stopped on a soft ass attempt by Moore. 3 home run Hornet has that song. This next goal is gonna be what ends the stream. So I just so I could get out of here a little way earlier than I expected, because this is an ass whooping. I expected a much better game than this. Excuse me. I expected a better game than this, not a much better game. All right, let me look it up. Tampa Bay 2023 HR Horn. I absolutely get it. I hate that shit too. Yeah, Don, I'm very much you take your ass whooping like a it's your fault you suck. Take the ass whooping. But no, okay, I get the song now. Oh, tipped in and it's missed. I guess I trying to think in the more like not original, but maybe the lesser used side of things. Um Pump It Up's always a good one. That's one of those like good old classics. Man, I wish this game didn't end up being complete dog shit, but here we are. Home run siren, okay. Let me think for a minute. Honestly, I'm sure there's some good it's Blood and Thunder. Who is the fucker? Mastodon would have a couple of good ones. I see you guys next game. Hey, like I said, Don, don't ever worry about it, buddy, but I do appreciate you, sir. But yeah, sorry this game ended up being such a bummer, but we'll be back tomorrow for the tomorrow at 4 o'clock for the Golden Knights game. By the Attacks. Okay. Don't know what I'd have to listen. Shit. But yeah, I said there's gonna be a good song by Mastodon. Look up Dio and Rainbow. Allison Cooper would have some kick-ass songs that would go with stuff. I still like Detroit Rock City. Something each week. Hey man, don't go doing all that, man. Your presence is a gift as far as I'm concerned, brother. You're helping me grow the channel. It's more than enough. But as always, I won't fight you too hard on it. I appreciate you, brother. Like I said, we're going to get out of here pretty shortly anyway, just because this game ended up being such a flop. Need to get out of here, get over to the gym. That way I can run into the grocery store real quick since it's 12 hours. Rainbow in the Dark and Holy Diver, yes, sir. Hey, check out Kill Switch Engage version of Holy Diver. You might like that one better. Like, that would probably be a better walk-up song. Because that would actually be Ride the Tigers. See his stripes, but you know he's clean. Do you see what I mean? Gotta get away. Get away. Yeah. Dun, dun. You nailed one? Wait. Oh. That's trying to think those are always good. The one thing I will say is they are very used. So if you want to go a little more unique, but they are great songs. So depending on how you want, what your opinion on that is, Master of Puppets will always be good for that. Same with Bells. Trying to think. Let me take a look real quick at this before we get out of here. Holy shit, I'm tired, dude. I'm gonna be dragging. I'm gonna be dragging ass, man. Ugh. Not sure about that one. Snoop. Oh, the Sugar Hill. I'm getting close to wrapping up. I haven't called a play in what 14 minutes of game time. Dude, 5-1 Edmonton. LA looks like trash. Kemper is horrible. Like horrible. McDavid's last shot, Kemper was 7 feet to the side of the crease. So yeah, this game, I have made the wrong decision. Should have watched Minnesota and Colorado. But it is what it is. We'll be back at 4 o'clock tomorrow for Golden Knights in Washington. And then 10 o'clock on Sunday, super early game. Who'd you lose? Kings. Yeah. Yeah, this is so brutal. Appreciate that I got people around that get it, because I am absolutely bailing on this game. I'm gonna try, I'm so tired, but I'm gonna ride over to the gym, run into the grocery store, and then come home and make myself a feast, since I get to bail out early. Yeah, hey, appreciate you, Jeff. Definitely, if you come up with any other ideas, I'll try and do the same the next time I see you. See if you settled on one. But yeah, I think I am gonna get out of here. I'm trying. I'm just you like you said, Sugar Hill. You see me yawning, bro. I'm absolutely dead. This game is toast. Hey, appreciate you hanging out, Jeff. Don, I know you already took off, but much love to you, buddy. And then Sugar Hill. Yeah, this is exactly what you should expect when the Oilers play the Kings. This is just a disaster. So, oh, I accidentally X'd out of my stream thing. Uh-oh. Okay, there we are. So yeah, all right, guys. I'll catch you later. We'll be back. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow. 4:00. That's the big thing. Remember 4:00, because been all out of whack. And then on Sunday the game's at 10. So hope to see you guys there. Nothing but love to you. Hopefully we have something more entertaining to watch tomorrow. Good night, guys.